Exodus chapter 34 records the whole dialogue that took place between Moses and the face-to-face Lord. The Lord who made Moses' face glow. This dialogue is the focus of our analysis and discussion. It's not only as the basis for us to uncover the woe on Moses' face, but also as the important basis for confirming the name of God. In order to analyze this part more clearly, we will expand it in several parts one by one. First,
So Moses chiseled out 2 stone tablets, like the first ones, and went up Mount Sinai early in the morning, as the Lord had commanded him. And he carried the 2 stone tablets in his hands. Then the Lord came down in the cloud, and stood there with him, and proclaimed his name, the Lord.
the Lord came in the cloud, and the cloud face to face with Moses. This is also described in the record of the Numbers.
At once the Lord said to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam.
Come out to the tent of meeting, all 3 of you.
So the 3 of them came out. Then the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud. He stood at the entrance to the tent, and summoned Aaron and Miriam. When both of them stepped forward, he said,
Listen to my words. When a prophet of the Lord is among you, I reveal myself to him in visions. I speak to him in dreams. But this is not true of my servant Moses. He is faithful in all my house. With him I speak face to face, clearly, and not in riddles. He sees the form of the Lord. Why then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
Comparing the above 2 paragraphs, we found that falling in the pillar of cloud and being able to face Moses are a major symbol of the Lord. Second,
And he passed in front of Moses, proclaiming,
The Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, maintaining love to thousands, and forgiving wickedness, rebellion, and sin. Yet he does not leave the guilty unpunished. He punishes the children and their children for the sin of the fathers to the 3rd and 4th generation.
Moses bowed to the ground at once and worshipped.
O Lord, if I have found favor in your eyes,
He said,
then let the Lord go with us. Although this is a stiff-necked people, forgive our wickedness and our sin, and take us as your inheritance.
the Lord can recover people's sins, which is his characteristic, but he is not God. The Lord here is also the Lord recorded in the book of Numbers. When the Lord appeared and was angry to punish the Israelites, Moses pleaded,
Moses said to the Lord,
Then the Egyptians will hear about it. By your power you brought these people up from among them, and they will tell the inhabitants of this land about it. They have already heard that you, O Lord, are with these people, and that you, O Lord, have been seen face to face, that your cloud stays over them, and that you go before them in a pillar of cloud by day, and a pillar of fire by night. If you put these people to death all at one time, the nations who have heard this report about you will say, The Lord was not able to bring these people into the land he promised them on oath, so he slaughtered them in the desert. Now may the Lord's strength be displayed, just as you have declared. The Lord is slow to anger, abounding in love, and forgiving sin and rebellion. Yet he does not leave the guilty unpunished. He punishes the children for the sin of the fathers, to the 3rd and 4th generation. In accordance with your great love, forgive the sin of these people, just as you have pardoned them from the time they left Egypt until now.
That words of Moses tells us that the characteristics of the Lord are: first, he can be seen face to face. Second, in the pillar of cloud by day and in the pillar of fire by night. Third, he said these words: The Lord is slow to anger, abounding in love and forgiving sin. and rebelling. Yet he does not leave the guilty unpunished. He punished the children for the sin of the father to the third and fourth generation. Said,
Obey what I command you today. I will drive out before you the Amorites, Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites.
This Lord will drive out the Amorites, Canaanites, and Hittites before Moses, which driving out them before Moses is the mission of the angel of God. Therefore we can confirm without doubt that the Lord is the angel of God. Fourth,
the first offspring of every womb belongs to me, including all the firstborn males of your livestock, whether from herd or flock. Redeem the firstborn donkey with a lamb, but if you do not redeem it, break its neck. Redeem all your firstborn sons. No one is to appear before me empty-handed.
What shows the firstborn before him? That's what Moses said. This is where I sacrifice to the Lord the first male offspring of every womb, and redeem each of my firstborn sons. For the firstborn is to be sacrificed to the Lord. It can be seen that the law has the status of a priest. Fifth,
Then the Lord said to Moses,
Write down these words, for in accordance with these words I have made a covenant with you and with Israel.
Moses was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights without eating bread or drinking water. And he wrote on the tablets the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments.
it's certain that the two tablets Moses got the second time were written by the Lord, and Moses was with the Lord 40 days and nights. After Moses met the Lord, his face was radiant.
When Moses came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tablets of the testimony in his hands, he was not aware that his face was radiant, because he had spoken with the Lord. When Aaron and all the Israelites saw Moses, his face was radiant, and they were afraid to come near him. But Moses called to them. So Aaron and all the leaders of the community came back to him, and he spoke to them. Afterward all the Israelites came near him, and he gave them all the commands the Lord had given him on Mount Sinai. When Moses finished speaking to them, he put a veil over his face. But whenever he entered the Lord's presence to speak with him, he removed the veil until he came out. And when he came out and told the Israelites what he had been commanded, they saw that his face was radiant. Then Moses would put the veil back over his face until he went in to speak with the Lord.
So, who is the Lord who made Moses shine? We can be sure that he is known as Jesus Christ.